scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. Today, a Golden State clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So San Jose State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day, right? That we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go back to the ground. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. Great place to start for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
To throw, it's Matthews. Catch in the middle, it's Aldridge. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Powers through the defender. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
this. This offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Matthews. Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of Bug-Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Spartans looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got it in the middle. It's Dickey. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll run the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Good timing on the quick out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To give on the inside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, are the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Set.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom.
Touchdown, Bruins! He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points up.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Buying some time. Lets it fly. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake. And the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's Flores. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reddick. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The play action fake. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more at the moment with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense.
Catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Matthews. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, San Jose State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. Your throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Let's see what they've got on second down. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking for a man, it's Matthews. He makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. It's Cox. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quick spin on the ride. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense,
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play
they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Flores. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Complete out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got it behind the line. It's Flores. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback takes a knee. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Justin? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.